Kristin Romey, an archaeologist, is preparing to dive into the uninviting waters of a pyramid located in northern Sudan. The pyramid serves as a clue to a long-lost kingdom that once dominated northern Africa. Romey and her colleague embark on an astonishing discovery as they explore the underwater tomb of a powerful pharaoh in a 2,300-year-old pyramid. Nastasen, a former pharaoh of Nubia, lies buried beneath this pyramid. Equipped with a small canister of air for emergencies, Romey descends a rock-hewn stairway. At the base, she meets Piers Paul Kristin, another archaeologist working with a National Geographic grant. Kristin warns Romey about the depth and lack of headroom in the first chamber, as he is already immersed in the murky waters. Weeks prior, Kristin had made the initial breakthrough into Nastasen's flooded tomb. The tomb is located in Nuri, a site spanning nearly 200 acres of land close to the Nile's east bank and north of Sudan's capital, Khartoum. Nuri houses approximately 20 pyramids constructed between 650 BC and 300 BC. While Nastasen's pyramid sits on a small area of level ground, it has become susceptible to flooding from groundwater over time. Consequently, the three chambers of the pharaoh's tomb are currently submerged. Nuri contains multiple pyramids as part of a larger complex established under the Napatan culture. These pyramids, situated in the dry regions on both sides of the Nile, were designated a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site in 2003 due to their unique art and architectural elements. The nearby Jebel Barkal mountain holds significance, both for modern residents and those who lived thousands of years ago. Ancient Egyptians believed it to be the home of the god Amun. The pyramids at Nuri hold great importance as the final resting places of the Kushite kings and queens, also known as the Black Pharaohs. Initially subordinate to Egyptian rulers, the Kushites rose to power around 760 BC and eventually controlled all of Egypt. The five Black Pharaohs drew inspiration from ancient traditions, including building pyramids as burial sites. Over 80 royal burials occurred at Nuri, with 1 in 4 graves crowned by pyramids. The historical significance of the Kushites lies in their location along the only Sahara corridor, with access to drinking water, making them strategically important. Despite being driven out of Egypt by the Neo-Assyrians in the 7th century BC, the Kushites continued to rule over their desert land until the 4th century AD. Nuri's royal burials began with Pharaoh Taharqa, whose pyramid remains the largest in the area. Even after Kush's decline, the site was used as an acropolis. The Bible references Taharqa as he successfully defended Jerusalem against an Assyrian attack. Following this victory, Egypt and Kush enjoyed a prolonged period of peace, allowing Taharqa to focus on construction projects. While Taharqa's pyramid closely resembles those of the Egyptians, there is a distinct difference. The Kushite kings are buried beneath their pyramids. Excavating the Kushite burial chambers proved challenging, as archaeologists had to dig into the bedrock beneath the structures. George Reisner, an American archaeologist with expertise in ancient Egypt, attempted to excavate Taharqa's burial chambers at Nuri in the early 20th century. Despite his renowned knowledge and previous experience at Giza, Reisner faced difficulties due to groundwater flooding the site. Unfortunately, he never published his findings, resulting in Nuri receiving less attention. Reisner's perspective considered the Kushite kings inferior to the Egyptians and their buildings as mere imitations. Nuri remained relatively unexplored even after the global attention garnered by the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922. The site presented formidable challenges, including submerged tombs that hadn't been approached through underwater archaeology in Sudan. In 2018, a skilled archaeologist named Kristin focused his attention on the site of Nuri. Unlike Reisner, Kristin possessed expertise in underwater archaeology and a deep understanding of Egyptian studies. He also specialized in dendrochronology and ran a research program in Egypt and Sudan from the University of Arizona. Kristin's expedition aimed to explore the tomb of Nastasen, the king of Kush from 335 BC to 315 BC. Nastissen's tomb, located in a less desirable area, offered valuable insight into the water levels affecting nearby structures. Nastissen's rule marked the end of the Napatan culture, and power shifted to Meroe, leading to conflicts over control of Kush. Despite his somewhat obscure status, Nastissen's victory over the Egyptian king Kabash was commemorated with a 5-foot-high granite stela monument. This stela, adorned with the most recent Egyptian hieroglyphs discovered, celebrated the triumph of the Black Pharaohs. Reisner's expedition had previously uncovered a stairway leading to Nastissen's tomb. A fortunate worker had managed to explore the tomb briefly, retrieving a few Shabda statues believed to possess magical properties. However, Reisner's team had to leave, and the tomb was reclaimed by the desert. When Kristin arrived at Nuri, his primary objective was to rediscover the stairway, which took a year of extensive digging. In January 2019, the team reached the entry point, only to find it completely submerged. Rising water levels, potentially influenced by climate change and dam construction, posed a significant challenge. The team used a steel tube to reinforce the entry space, but divers faced the risk of being trapped if the surrounding rocks collapsed. Additionally, the confined space prevented the use of scuba tanks, so divers relied on air supply lines. Finally, entering the burial chamber, the divers encountered 3 chambers with beautiful arched ceilings. Despite the pitch darkness, their flashlights unveiled the secrets within. The discovery of intact Shabda statues was a reward for their efforts. Gold leaf remnants on the statues suggested that water had deterred potential thieves, preserving the treasures within the burial chamber. Kush was renowned for its gold production, and artisans adorned jewelry, places of worship, and figurines with gold leaf. The gold trade brought wealth and political influence to Kush. Earlier excavations in northern Sudan uncovered stones believed to be used in crushing gold ore, highlighting the region's significance in the gold industry. Kristin and his team have ambitious goals for their dig at Nuri. They hope to uncover untouched treasures buried alongside Nastissen and explore the contents of the sarcophagus in the 3rd chamber. The advancements in technology provide an opportunity to shed light on the untold story of Nuri and fill the gaps in its history. Kristin believes it is a remarkable era that deserves recognition and wider awareness. Thanks for watching. Never forget to like, comment, and share the video, and remember to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.